All right, so we've got the first of two previews coming up here. I'm going to do just Wednesday and Friday, and then I'll save Saturday and Sunday for the next video. As I said, that preview will probably be coming with the Angel City video on Thursday. So, 5 matches, 4 of them happening on the 29th. The Houston-Seattle game starting May off. Technically, it's part of the weekend set, but I wanted to just tie all of them together here. All right, so Boston versus North Carolina in Foxborough. It's been made abundantly clear that Boston has not pieced anything together yet. I think they will eventually, but as far as this week goes, I would suspect that this is going to be another loss. They're still trying to make things click. North Carolina's offense was not really strong last go around. I think it's going to be similar, but with Boston, they could eke a second goal out, so I'm going to give them a 2-0 victory in my prediction here. Carolina trying to make that pull back up to the top end of the table. I think this is a good first step. Speaking of teams making that move as well, it's going to be this case with Washington as they host Louisville. And this one, I talked about it in the recaps of the other video. This is going to be a wild one. I think Louisville is pretty much guaranteed for 2 goals in most of their matches. So I'm projecting like a 4-2, 5-3 kind of game. I'll say 4-2 to be on the more conservative side of it. But, yeah, Washington was really solid in its last go-around. I think they'll continue that here with Louisville. But that offense is extremely potent, so I think it's just going to be a fun watch for everybody. Hopefully everyone enjoys that. Okay. Then we have Chicago versus Gotham. Chicago hosting, and I don't have a great read on this one. What I will say is Chicago plays a lot better at home, and they looked really solid in their match against Boston, apparently. Like, at least they're shutting them out, but that doesn't mean that much. And again, it's one of the games I have probably the least amount of highlights for. So all I really have to go on are the 2 matches I have seen of them, and they have some very clear issues in the midfield. Gotham should be able to control it, but their offense last week was their first real chance to be potent on offense, and it required an own goal to really get started anyway. It's a tough call. I would say Gotham should still win it, but I'm thinking we're looking at like a 1-0 or a 2-1. It could also easily be a 1-1 draw. I don't have a solid read on it. I'm going to give Gotham a 1-0 victory, though. And, yeah, I'm curious what we see with this one because I haven't really gotten a firm handle on whether Gotham has it together as a threat to make another run at anything. This one with Chicago is going to be a good benchmark because you're on the road against a team who's extremely beatable. You need to take this one. And closing out with the Wednesday games, you have Portland hosting San Diego in what has suddenly become a battle of the top 2. This is an absolute top-level match. And what I will say here, watching the 2, San Diego should be winning it. San Diego has played a much more consistent play style. They aren't as spotty. We saw with the game this go around with Portland, it took them a while to get anything going against Angel City, and when they weren't getting things going, they were pressed up against their own goal for a good bit of the time. But they are good at bending but not breaking. And being at home, I do think they're going to give San Diego some problems. Tough call on this. I'm still going to give San Diego a 2-1 win. They look like a real solid squad this year, and they're going to be a title contender. Portland, I think, has to make some type of adjustment before I can solidly say that. They're still up there right now, but I do wonder if it's a bit of an early season thing, and once teams figure out how to stop the big spot moments from them, that they're going to fall back towards the middle. I do think they're a playoff team regardless, though, at this point. But yeah, I'm going to give San Diego the nod on this one. As for the Friday game, Houston hosting Seattle. Houston's trying to rebound here. They were struggling to get anything going against North Carolina, and now they're playing a Seattle team who could not get anything going, period, against Utah. Seattle's fans are extremely critical of this squad. I've seen that for sure. So there's going to be a lot of pressure to execute, but I do think between the two, having watched the two over the season, if I had to pinpoint a team I trust a little more right now to play a consistent game, it's going to be Houston. It's not a consistently elite game, but they're at least consistent. Seattle should have a good effort, and I do think it's very possible that they use this as a chance to show that they're still very much in position to make noise. But I'm going to give it to Houston this go around. I'm going to say they hold off with a... I'm going to give it 1-0. Seattle absolutely could score. This could end up with a 1-1 draw. Could easily go 2-2. Could be Houston 2-1, Seattle 2-1. This has a lot of different options it can go in because both teams... Seattle has a higher ceiling, but they also play much, much lower than Houston when they aren't clicking. So it's really a helter-skelter. Figure out what kind of team Seattle's going to be. And I will probably, I'm going to give it to Houston just on consistency's sake. At least that's where I am on it. We will see. Tell me what you guys think for your picks. And yeah, I will be back to... There's a few things to go over still this week. There's still Angel City recaps, so I got that one to do. I'll probably put their game preview in with it. I have to recap these games, preview the weekend games, and I'm saving the power rankings for the Wednesday games to conclude. We'll do an end of April one. So 5 things all at once. Only 4 days to do them in. That means there's going to be a double video day at some point. But yeah, that's going to be coming up. Look forward to all of that. Much to do. So much. But until then, talk to you all at that time. And for now, go Angels.